back then. Just a big welcome back. Welcome back all. Me and Tom are back. I think it's been about 10 months since Tom. So
December was our last one, but obviously that one didn't go out.
Yeah. Apologies, guys, for that, because I actually was really looking forward to that one. Tom, we just spoke about it a minute ago. It was a really good podcast. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues that meant it couldn't go out. We could have got it out to you, I think, but you wouldn't have got like the full energy of what that was. So, that will be in the making again, 100%. The guys that we worked with on that, there's some great stories. There was laugh, crying, all sorts.
That'll be definitely one of our episodes. It'll be getting everyone together and going back over what we spoke about. And but that was a great podcast. Just a shame, like technical issues. But we are back, and I am bloody proud to be back. And glad to be back as well. It's been a long time coming. We've been speaking about it for months.
We had quite a few people reach out to us actually. You know what's weird is I've moved jobs, so I changed jobs. Now working on a contract with the Department of Work and Pensions, and which sounds absolutely horrifically boring when I say it like, but it's actually quite interesting. But there was a woman there that I spoke about the podcast to, and obviously I don't know her, and she's like, "Oh, I'll go and have a little look at that," and it started up this massive, interesting conversation. And it just got me thinking, God, like we're missing out on not doing this again, So I think little conversations like that really sort of brought it home. Like, let's get it back going again. I know you've had the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've been speaking about it for months and months. I mean, me, you, and the Wizard, we've got a great conversation on WhatsApp. We've been talking about getting things sorted, and it's just never really happened. And we just kept toying with the idea. Obviously, the venue we had previously was too small for us. I mean, the Wizard used to sweat bucket seas, come out of there drenched because it was so hot and he was so crammed up in the corners. So he's come out, didn't he? A bit hot and a bit squashed up. But now we're in a new venue, and this is not the final way it's going to look. We're going to obviously add things so we're going to make the background a bit better. We obviously this is basically our first day in the venue, so we're sizing up. We're using the same venue that we use on the Monday night group, so it's a big venue. It's a hell of a lot of space to play with, so it's always good for when we get guests on. And
100%. I mean, it's a massive. I mean, it's a massive thing to start us back up again. I think for both of us, a lot of things have changed over the last sort of 10 months, really. I mean, you've had some quite big changes in your life, which I think have been really positive, and and I've also had a lot of growing in the sense of my life's really gone to better places as well. So I think to come over the next few months and hopefully for the next few podcasts, we'll have some really great content, not just our own, but hopefully get some more people in. And I'm really looking forward to potentially having some real good characters come through. But
this is a bit of editing David needs to do. We need to move this out just a little bit. I say it is really good to be back, and a lot's changed in the months that we was last on. I mean, our team's getting bigger. I mean, we have now gone from, for the men's mind side of it, we've gone from me and Malk to me, Malk. Alex has joined on board, actually come officially a member of the men's mind, so we're director. We've got John and Julian as well, who's jumped on board. Also, we got the Wizard behind the scenes as well. He's like our tech guy, and he does all like the arty stuff as well for us. And we've got Hannah as well, and Hannah's obviously been a big help for us.
Big shout out for Hannah, like the work that she does behind the scenes for anything financial, or at least giving us guidance as well. I think big shout out.
Well, like we say, we call her like Mother Hen, don't we? She keeps everyone in. She keeps everyone in check. She makes sure that obviously we're all looking after ourselves as well, because we tend to. I mean, especially me and Alex, our ideas run away with us sometimes, and we just get into up here, and we're going, "Oh yeah, let's do this," and she'll be like, "Hang on a minute, is it possible we can do it?" And so
it's neglecting ourselves as well. What's been really good, I think, for the last 10 months is that, especially for me, like if I think about what we were doing beforehand, I think I was burning the candle at both ends with I think when you're in a bad place, you tend to help others before yourself, which people always talk about. And, I thought I had a good grip on that, but you just don't. Like, I didn't realise how much energy I didn't have. And I think even when I was coming to the Monday night groups, because subsequently I was like, yeah, Tom, I want to help. And obviously I always did. I didn't realise how much mental strength it took to listen to other people in the way of just other than just participating.
It does. I mean, this is why. I mean, I don't run every Monday night now. I mean, I was come to Monday night group, and I am here, but I'm not here every Monday now, and or I don't stay all the time because I was doing it for solid like for near 3 years, constantly coming in on Mondays, and it was just built up and built up. And sometimes it takes a lot of weight taking somebody else's problems on, and it does weigh you down sometimes. Which I love it. I love listening to people. I love helping people. But then sometimes you do have to take a step back and kind of look after yourself a bit. We're quite fortunate. We got John and Julian who basically run the Monday night group for us now. They're the main leads on it now, aren't they, for us? We kind of took a step back to an extent. Obviously, you've took a step back more than I. Obviously, but a new job as well. Obviously, Malcolm's. I say retiring. He's still going to be around
He's
a bit,
been
but
retired for years,
but
hasn't
he's going to be going out to France, and he's going to be living out
he?
there
Yeah,
soon.
of course.
So he's not going to be around as much. We will. I mean, if we got a chance, we'll get him on the podcast before he goes.
Yeah, Malcolm's got a
It'd be
great little
nice to
story.
introduce you to him. I mean, we'll probably have a lot of bleeping going on that one because he likes to swear in a bit.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Oh, yeah, he's
but
profanity is good.
yeah, but it's all good, and it's been a really good. Well, however long it's been, it's been 10 months.
Yeah, 10 months. I think it's interesting that from when we started till now, the difference from where not just where the Men's Mind project is, but where the podcast kind of took a little bit of a bit of a halt, but actually it was probably quite good because I think
I think it happened at the right time.
yeah,
And the thing is, obviously, the venue was using previously was very, very small. I mean, what you saw on the camera basically was exactly the room we had, and behind that camera there was just a wall.
yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, it was not. It was like the venue helped us out to get it started, and big shout out to the RB Alive for helping us out with that. Obviously, I've moved on to Pastors New, but I think also is like it's nice that we're in now a venue that holds such a big place in your heart, and ours that the other people that are in the room with us because like you said, this has actually been a safe haven for a lot of blokes. Unfortunately, we've only really had one a gentleman that really suffered, but he was already in quite a bad place. And I think, and I like the fact that, this place does so much for like men's mental health. This space is such a safe space, and for us to use it for what we want to use it for in the way of a podcast for mental health is, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's a great little turnaround, and to say to you, like, well done for getting this area to appreciate
I
men's
mean,
mental health.
it's great to have the venue for it as well. I mean, we're grateful to Sunderland Town Council for helping us get this venue. I mean, it's their venue and we use it for Monday night, and they've let us use it for the podcast as well now, which is great. So it gives us. I mean, like I said, we got a hell of a lot of room in it, and so we can have as many guests on we like now. We can have a whole army of them if we want. We've got enough room for
And we've got some great ideas, to be fair. There's some really good events coming up for the Men's Mind Project that could link quite nicely in with the podcast. And I think what we're going to be looking to do is really expand our ideas on not just the people that come in, but some of the things we might talk about. I think we focused a lot on some of the aspects of mental health in relation to the issues that some people face, the diagnosis people get. And I think also we're going to sort of look into more. I think also is some of the impacts of life, whether that be family life. Maybe see if we can get some other family members on. I know we had Debbie back that way back, but I think something similar to that because there's a big thing for people. I think.
I'll keep talking. I'll keep trying to talk my wife into coming on one time. 'Cause I think it'd be good to get kind of like from our partner's perspective with us. I mean, we both suffered ourselves with mental health, and we've had some real bad turns and that. And it'd be nice to get our other halves kind of views on how they kind of see it. I know my wife, she's been obviously my rock throughout my journey with it, but obviously, and I know she'll always be by my side with it. But it's obviously nice to get her views, how she see me in that light. So she keeps saying to me she won't do it, but we'll get you on him. We will get you on him.
I think you know what actually we could get
We could get
Lucy
we
on.
get Lucy and get Georgia,
Yeah,
and they could do the
yeah,
podcast
yeah.
all the
They
all the
could
time, and
they could
on
do it the
us.
other way, 100%. I think it would be really refreshing because no, I like the brutal honesty that we got with Debbie about how she felt about her partner. I think if you hear that initially, it can sound really rough, but actually, when you're looking after someone else with mental health, or at least supporting them, it's a like it's just a kick in the tits all the
do.
time, and it's hard. It's hard work.
It is. I mean, it really is. It takes a toll on them, and obviously they got to be strong for you. But
Massively.
then who's being strong for them, kind of thing. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So it is really hard, and well, I'm just grateful for the support that's around,
yeah,
and
of
it's
course.
it's really really nice. But
I would like to think that actually with the new sort of podcast that we're bringing out in relation to all the different series, I think if we can get some shout outs from people, you know, so obviously from the Men's Mind project, sorry, page on Facebook. So anyone that's got any ideas or anything they want us to talk about, or if they want to come on, so we're always looking for people to come onto the podcast with interesting stories, ideas around mental health. That'd be great.
yeah, different people's views on it as well. I mean,
Mm.
that's something we want to touch. I mean, it'd be good to speak to doctors and stuff, people who work in the
Yeah,
NHS, stuff like that. Even counsellors in it, and from their perspective of it as well. And just, I think it's just nice to get a diverse amount of people on here throughout the
yeah,
months and out
yeah,
filming.
definitely. I mean, to be fair, like to us, I mean, I don't know about you, but well from where I'm sitting, you've become in such a more stable place with your mental health. Do you feel like do you think that's true, or am I
Oh,
just reading it wrong?
yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously, since the last time we filmed it, I mean, lots changed with me. I mean, I got a promotion at work.
Yeah, fantastic.
So, which is something that if you would have said to me last year or a couple of years ago, you'll be where you are now, I would have said, no, I bloody won't, because I ain't going to do that,
Ain't gonna
because I
do it,
wouldn't
yeah.
have the confidence to do that. But I mean, I would never thought I'd have been in leading the team, and
Yeah,
certainly. So it's nice to. I had the confidence as soon as the job came. I thought, you know what, it's something I can do,
yeah,
and I want to do. And I went for the interview and got the job. And it's and
yeah.
it gave me a big confidence boost as well because
Yeah, yeah. You needed that though, I think. When I
mm,
remember when I first met you, I think there was this underlying like this sort of like raw that was trying to come out. And I really liked the fact that it was there and you was like, especially with the group, I could see that you really wanted it. And then it just didn't seem to like, I don't think you wanted to push yourself because you were scared of if it would make you fall back, like mental health wise. So to see you now, like, just go fuck it, like, let's just go for it. Like, I love that. Like, I think that shows like a massive growth in your mental health for sure, or at least the stability of it, you know. So,
100%. I think
yeah,
it
man.
does. It's been a great 10 months. I
Mm,
can't deny actually it's actually gone really good. I mean
mm.
obviously we had the because special which we couldn't obviously air because of technical difficulties and that, but
Yeah, yeah,
that was a bit of a downer. And I think that kind of put us on a low as well when we was filmed in it. It kind of put us in a bit of a bad spot. Was
yeah, yeah,
obviously was a
definitely
bit
did.
stressed with it,
Yeah,
and
definitely did.
I know the wizard worked really hard to get that. He worked
Yeah,
really hard to make it work, but we just couldn't make it work.
no,
So it was
no,
just one of those
absolutely.
things. But we are going to be doing a bit of a recap with that Christmas special. We're going to have John and Julian on, like we said,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
and we
it'd be
will
great.
go over that again. And I think it's something that you guys really like because that conversation
It was raw, wasn't it?
it was very real. Yeah,
It was raw, and I think it's nice because we've all had struggles in different ways and got different backgrounds. I think some of the conversations just naturally led to where they would go to, and some of the tough sort of stuff to talk about. So, I mean, I'm massively up for doing that again. So I think once we've got time and space, and we figured out this space a bit better and how we can utilize it in a better way for others, then I'm well up for that. But yeah, I mean since we've last filmed, like we've all been on our own little journeys, and it would be nice to recapture that again and like sort of talk about that. But you know, personally, my journey's taken me on a proper little whirlwind. So I linked back in with the community mental health team, which to be fair, my time with them's been a bit 50-50. So for those that haven't sort of touched base with the community mental health team or in their local community, you know, they're quite specific to literally dealing with those with mental health or disorders that I mean they're going to be lifelong or that they're really impacting or they're quite severe. Um, it led me to go into quite a dark place, and I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Um, and it just, yeah, it just really, it was a bit of a kick in the dick, really, because I thought I was really doing quite well. But yeah, I mean, that's how it felt anyway. I just felt like life kept throwing me like just crap, really. So when I went and then sat down with them and they sort of spoke about what bipolar disorder is, it just kind of made me feel a little bit like, I don't know, like weak again, like in the nicest way possible. I'm not, you know, I know everyone's mental health's different, but I think you get to a good place, like you say, and you kind of become stable. Um, and then that was like a moment of instability again. So I think that's something massive that's happened in the last 10 months to me. I have moved jobs, which has actually improved my mental health massively because although I was great with dealing with people and I love doing this sort of stuff, like we was talking about earlier, the burnout was just, yeah, it was just crazy. Like, yeah, I mean, my missus, if she ever does come on, she'll speak about the fact that, yeah, I just didn't, yeah, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with anyone else's problems anymore, and yeah, it was just burnout. But yeah, it's been a hard 10 months to be fair. I've had quite a lot. I maybe open up about it another time, but it was pretty deep to be fair. But yeah, man. So I mean, I'm looking forward to hopefully us exploring maybe that and some other things like I know Julian as well, one of the other guys that's going to come on. He's got bipolar as well. He's lived with it for a lot longer than I have, or at least known about it for a lot longer than I have, and his struggles have been really obvious as well to people. And I think that's maybe a subject that we could cover for me for a little bit of research on my behalf as well. Yeah, I'm still learning things. Weirdly enough, I've got something called antisocial personality disorder, which seems a bit weird because I've seen really social, but it's not really about that. And just a weird note to that, most serial killers have it as well. So just putting it out there.